First on our list is League of Legends. Developed by Riot Games and released in 2009, has become one of the most popular esports titles globally. Its competitive nature and team-based gameplay have contributed to a community where toxic behavior can flourish. Players often encounter harassment, verbal abuse, and unsportsmanlike conduct, particularly when teammates underperform or make mistakes. This environment can be discouraging for newcomers and even seasoned players. To address these issues, Riot Games has implemented several measures over the years. The tribunal system, introduced in 2011, allowed players to review reports of negative behavior and vote on appropriate actions. Although the system was eventually retired, it represented an early attempt to involve the community in moderation efforts. Riot has since developed automated systems that utilize machine learning to detect and punish toxic behavior more efficiently. Features like chat restrictions, temporary bans, and honor systems aim to promote positive interactions. Despite these efforts, maintaining a consistently positive community remains a significant challenge, as the anonymity and competitiveness inherent in online gaming can perpetuate negative behavior. Second on our list is the Call of Duty series. This long-running first-person shooter, FPS franchise, developed by various studios under Activision, has been a staple in the gaming industry since 2003. Its fast-paced multiplayer modes have attracted a massive player base, but they have also become breeding grounds for toxic behavior. Players frequently report encountering hate speech, cheating, and aggressive conduct during matches. The competitive environment, combined with features like voice chat, can lead to heated exchanges and a hostile atmosphere. In 2021, Activision Blizzard, the parent company of the game's developer, faced a lawsuit filed by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing. The lawsuit alleged a frat boy culture that enabled harassment and discrimination within the company. This legal action brought to light systemic issues that not only affected employees, but also reflected on the gaming communities associated with their titles. In response, Activision Blizzard announced plans to implement changes to improve workplace culture and address in-game toxicity. These measures include stricter enforcement of codes of conduct, enhanced reporting tools, and initiatives to promote diversity and inclusion. However, the effectiveness of these measures is an ongoing topic of discussion among players and industry observers. Third, we have Rainbow Six Siege, a tactical shooter developed by Ubisoft and released in 2015. The game emphasizes strategic planning, teamwork, and precise execution, which can create high-pressure situations. Unfortunately, this environment has also led to instances of toxic behavior, including team killing, verbal abuse, and intentional griefing. Such actions can severely disrupt the gaming experience, especially given the game's reliance on cooperation and communication. Ubisoft has acknowledged these issues and taken steps to mitigate toxicity within the community. They have implemented systems like player reporting, instant bans for hate speech, and a reputation system designed to reward positive behavior and penalize negative actions. Additionally, Ubisoft has engaged in community outreach, encouraging players to uphold standard of conduct and fostering a more welcoming environment. Despite these efforts, the dynamic nature of online interactions means that combating toxicity requires continuous attention and adaptation. Next up is Counter-Strike Global Offensive CS, GO. Released in 2012 by Valve CS. GO is a highly competitive FPS game with a significant esports presence. Its skill-based matchmaking and ranking systems have contributed to a community where toxic behavior can manifest in various forms. Players often encounter cheating, smuffing, experienced players using new accounts to play against less skilled opponents, and offensive communication. These issues can undermine the integrity of the game and lead to frustration among players. Valve has implemented several measures to address these challenges. The Overwatch system allows vetted members of the community to review reports of disruptive behavior and determine appropriate actions, such as temporary or permanent bans. Additionally, Valve has developed anti-cheat technologies like VAC Valve Anti-Cheat to detect and prevent cheating. Despite these efforts, the prevalence of third-party cheat programs and competitive nature of the game mean that toxicity remains an ongoing concern. Maintaining a fair and enjoyable environment requires constant vigilance and collaboration between developers and the player community. Following that is Fortnite, the battle royale phenomenon developed by Epic Games and released in 2017. While the game is popular among a younger audience, it hasn't been immune to toxic behavior. Instances of cyberbullying, harassment, and unsportsmanlike conduct have been reported within the community. The game's accessibility and widespread appeal mean that players of varying ages and maturity levels interact, sometimes leading to negative experiences. Epic Games has taken steps to promote positive behavior and ensure a safe environment for all players. They have implemented community guidelines, moderation tools, and reporting systems to address inappropriate conduct. Additionally, Epic has organized events and initiatives aimed at fostering inclusivity and sportsmanship. However, the open nature of the game and the vastness of its player base make complete control challenging. Ongoing efforts are necessary to balance the freedom that makes Fortnite appealing with the need to protect players from toxic behavior. Moving on to Rust, a survival game developed by Facepunch Studios and released in 2013. Rust is notorious for its harsh player interactions, where betrayal and aggressive behavior are common. The game's design encourages a survival of the fittest mentality, leading to a community where toxicity is often part of the experience. Players must gather resources, build shelters, and defend themselves from others, creating an environment where trust is scarce and conflict is frequent. The developers have embraced this aspect, focusing on providing tools for players to protect themselves rather than enforcing strict rules against toxic behavior. This design philosophy aligns with the game's premise of survival in a hostile world. While some players thrive in this environment, others find it discouraging. Next, we have FIFA, the renowned football simulation series developed by EA Sports. While FIFA has achieved global acclaim for its realistic portrayal of football, its online modes, particularly FIFA Ultimate Team (FUT), have been criticized for fostering toxic behavior. Players often encounter issues such as rage quitting, offensive messages, and unsportsmanlike conduct. The competitive nature of FUT, where players build their dream teams and compete online, can lead to heightened emotions and, consequently, negative interactions. EA Sports has acknowledged these challenges and implemented measures to promote a healthier gaming environment. These include stricter penalties for abusive behavior, enhanced reporting systems, and community guidelines emphasizing respect and fair play. Despite these efforts, the vast and diverse player base means that toxicity remains an ongoing concern, requiring continuous attention from both the developers and the community. Finally, we turn our attention to Overwatch 2, the team-based shooter from Blizzard Entertainment. Building upon its predecessor, Overwatch 2 emphasizes teamwork and strategy. However, its competitive modes have been marred by instances of toxicity, including harassment, throwing intentionally losing, and abusive language. The game's reliance on cooperation means that negative behavior from even a single player can significantly impact the overall experience. Blizzard has implemented several systems to combat toxicity, such as endorsements, role queue, and improved reporting tools. Despite these measures, maintaining a positive community remains a challenge. The company has faced criticism over the years for not doing enough to curb toxic behavior, highlighting the complexities involved in moderating large online communities. The dynamic nature of player interactions means that fostering a supportive environment requires ongoing efforts from both developers and players alike. In conclusion, while these games offer engaging and immersive experiences, they also highlight the persistent challenges of managing toxic behavior in online communities. If you found this exploration insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content from FPS XPERT.